Okay, here's the first quick tip. When you build these things, you want to make sure you weigh down the control surfaces after they've been flexed. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's the horizontal stabilizer, also known as the elevator. This is actually the stabilizer, that's the elevator, in case you didn't know. Now you know. Anyhow, you can see that this thing's really stiff. It wants to, bend back. Okay? We want to make sure that this thing gets worked in really good so there's no resistance against the servo. Okay? We're going to be putting a spar piece which will keep everything nice and square so it won't flex, like this. Everything will stay rigid. But we want to make sure that we give it and exercise this hinge and get rid of some of that memory of this foam. Okay, so you can work it back and forth a bunch. But one of the best ways to do it is to hold down the control surface with some lipos. Okay, these are some 6,000 milliamp 6S packs, and let that sit 24 to 48 hours, and that will help exercise it. Something else that I've done in the past, and I know that I might catch grief for it, but I'll take a straight edge and a razor blade and just go straight down that line, but barely in, just a tip of a razor, and it flexes and it relieves the stress on that hinge. And then I use the blend derm tape and I cross hinge it this way, and I put a couple small pieces along the hinge. Blend derm sticks to anything. It comes in the kit and it makes great hinge tape. But the whole idea behind this is to make sure that you don't have any resistance against your servos other than the air resistance. We're talking about the memory of the foam doesn't resist the servo, and that you get full deflection. Okay? You want to be able to get full deflection on this without resistance. So, how we do it? Flex them and weight them down. You want to do that to your horizontal stabilizer elevator. You want to do that to your rudder. It has a small tab in this case. Just lay a pack on there. Okay, and the wings. With the wings, you fold. Be careful they have a counterbalance. You fold them back on themselves like this, and then you can stack them on top of each other. Okay, and then weigh it down. Now I'm using two 8,000 milliamp 6X packs, but make sure you keep it right on that edge of the line, right where the hinge is going to get held flat the best. Let that sit 24-48 hours and we're good to go. Alright, that's the first tip.